the week has to be Prince Harry.
Oh,
I think
okay.
Prince Harry has handled this situation with a significant amount of gentlemanly decorum. I think he has really shown that he hasn't tried to get in there and bash someone or claim that it's this or it isn't this. He's kept it quiet, he's kept it regal, he's kept it, and he's just supported his wife, and he knows whether it's her decision, their decision, or whatever. He hasn't tried to come and defend it. He hasn't kind of lay claim to it or stack it or whatever it is. He's just literally come out and say, okay, this is the decision that we've made. It has hurt me to make this decision, but I've had to come to it. But then what really actually puts the icing on the cake is the fact that he said, okay, we're dropping our titles because we made this decision to walk away, and we're paying all the money back to the taxpayers. And I thought, good guy.
Yeah.
Respectful, standard guy. Now, obviously, we don't know what it means. At the end of the day, his father's going to become king. And there's no way, I don't care whether he has a title or not. Wherever you live, boy, you're my son. I'm the king of England. So,
well, you say father.
No, stop. Anyway, that is my ball of the week.
I respect that. Did you see that clip? I don't know when it was actually taken, but it was doing the rounds on Twitter recently of Harry and Meghan were at an event together, a public event, and like they were milling around and they were talking to people. And I think Harry was talking to like the head of Disney or something, and he was like proper bigging up Meghan. He was like, "Oh yeah, she does voiceovers. Like, yeah,
I
she's
love
available
that.
here." I was like, "Yes, bro."
The press and the media try to put a spin on it. I was like, I am not hearing that. He's trying to like, wife,
bro.
There, you know what I'm saying? That got. I loved it. I loved it. Prince, he was.
How many people? How many people are there who are like, yeah, I'm like a prince of England, but look at my wife. My wife is doing bits. She's
go and talk to my wife,
exactly.
Yo, holler her. I have a feeling, Meghan's gonna come out with a Netflix contract on some banging new episode or some banging new series, and people are gonna realize, okay, that makes sense. You know what I mean?
What I find about that press thing, they were sneering at her, saying, "Oh, it's only a couple of voiceovers, not gonna make you millions." But if you make enough money as a voiceover or doing that whole guest speaker slot, it can add up to a lot of money.
Let me ask you. Let me tell you this, guy.
But there was a sneer about it. Oh, she might go back to acting, or she might do some. And
she's a woman, man. She's got her own career, her own life.
Do you know she had money before she got married to him?
Yeah,
she had millions in the bank.
Yeah, she was a pretty famous actress.
Exactly,
so I hear.
Exactly. She goes on Suits. Come on, man. Yeah. That show was big time. But anyway, Mr. Chris.
Yes.
Give it to me.
Mr. Chris, Liverpool. Harry,
give
what
it
we say.
to me.
But Harry's won before, you know that, don't you?
Yeah.
I don't care.
Any put Harry forward.
Any Iluko who big up to her from have you heard about her new position?
Yes, the director of football for our Aston Villa Women's Club,
Sporting director.
Sporting director.
Yeah.
Sporting director.
Congratulations, Annie. And happy retirement from an excellent playing career as well.
Exactly. Yeah. So she used it before, and as we're paying homage to Annie, the winner is.
I'm biased. I'm going to give this opinion. I'd say to Liverpool Football Club. I'm going to give it to Liverpool Football Club.
Wow.
Because
it's like we didn't see it coming.
Just look at the facts. I'm going to give it to Liverpool because it understands like you have a system, you have an idea, and you translate that idea, and people buy into the idea, and you build a team accordingly to what you have. Because I don't think football isn't about splashing money. It isn't necessarily about splashing money. It's about doing it at the right time.
Okay.
Because even this season, Liverpool didn't buy any new players, apart from they've bought one recently, because that was the opportunity presented itself. But when you look at some of the fan... to look at some of the fan media, they haven't bought any players, it's really bad. And it's like, the manager knows what he's doing.
Do you know where that comes from, though? Like, Spurs were the only team that have ever done that, haven't they? They went, 18 months without buying a single player, and everyone knew that Spurs' position, because of Daniel Levy and all that sort of stuff, they needed players. Like, they desperately needed players. Obviously, I think people have just kind of applied that to Liverpool because, you need to spend money, you need to buy players.
But he said, no,
but
I don't want to.
You've got a machine that's working so perfectly. All of the cogs are in place. And as we were saying, you take one out, you put another one in from the academy, it just flows. You don't need to always improve.
So, I'm going to give it to Liverpool.
Yeah, I heard you the first time.
I think Ken zoned out about 5 minutes ago.
Exactly what I mean. But, you know, it's good. It's good. I actually respect the club, so I'm allowed this one. So, look, it's good to start. You know, you come in nice and early with your 1-0. But you know me. I'm always ready for the comeback. I'm always ready.
Didn't I go? I'm sure I went 3-0 up at the start of last season, and then you pulled it back. So, you know. So there's a long way to go.
Exactly. But on that note.
Yes, that brings us to the end of another episode. The first show of the decade, as we said. Here's to many, many more.
And here's to keeping that same energy.
Yes.
Keeping the energy.
Keep that
same energy.
Thank you for listening to the Beats and Balls show. I have been JR, the beatmaker.
And I have been that guy, Ken.
Mr. Crisp.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share all of our shows. We like to produce them the perfect length for your commute. You can find us on Apple Podcast app, Spotify, Audio Boom, and most places where you pick up your podcasts. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Beats and Balls. Until the next episode,
Ballers out.